Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is Life with Sheeta, and we are about to get started on this great recipe. Okay, so right here I have all my ingredients already measured out, laid out, ready to go. We will be making brownies with white chocolate chips and macadamia nut. Even though I have everything already prepared and ready to go, I will be explaining as I go how much of everything I am using and what I am doing. Alright, so here I have my butter. I'm going to put it in my saucepan and I'm going to melt it on low heat. I will be using 1 1/4 cups of butter. I will be using my whisk, kind of move the butter around, help it melt a little faster. It seemed to be working, but I'm going to speed this process up a little bit. As we can see here, my butter is nice and melted. I'm just using my whisk to make sure all the pieces of the butter have melted pretty well. So now I'm going to get ready to move on to the next step, which will be adding my cocoa powder. And I'm using Hershey's cocoa powder. And I have already measured out 1 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. I'm just going to add it to my butter. And I'll be using my whisk to make sure it's all blended and well mixed. my pan from the heat. This is what we're looking like so far. So now I'm going to add in my vanilla extract, 2 teaspoons. Next thing I'm going to add will be my salt, which will be half a teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to use my whisk again to just mix all of that together. Have everything mixed into our saucepan. We're going to leave that to the side and let it cool down. I'm now going to move on to my mixer where I'm going to add my sugar, and it is 2 1/4 cups of sugar, and I'm just going to add it into my mixer. And to my sugar, I will be adding 4 eggs. Now you can break these in a separate bowl just to make sure you don't have any shells in it. I did not do that. I decided to just go ahead and break them straight into the mixer with the sugar. There were no shells in my mixture. Just whatever your preference is, that's what you go for. Have all 4 eggs mixed in with the sugar. You're going to now turn the mixer on and mix that very well until it's nice, smooth. At this time, our mixture should be nice and smooth. Our saucepan with our cocoa powder should be nice and cooled down. So now we're just going to add that mixture into the sugar and egg mixture. And I am just using my spatula to make sure I get it all out. Once the cocoa mixture is added, we're now going to blend until everything is nice and smooth and well combined. Yeah, so once our mixture is mixed pretty well, everything looking good, we're going to move on to adding the flour. So I will be using all-purpose flour in this recipe, and I will be adding 1 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. I'm going to add that to my mixture, and then we're going to blend all that together pretty well. Make sure everything is well incorporated. Now, once you have added the flour to your mixture, it's going to be thicker because, again, we're making brownies, so you want that thick batter. But now we're going to move on to adding our white chocolate chips. I'll be adding about a cup of white chocolate chips to my batter. You can just simply fold it in. You don't have to use the mixer. I just decided to use my mixer. Just mix everything in there together. I'm also adding some macadamia nuts. I'm about to say white macadamia nuts. I'm adding macadamia nuts to my mixture as well. I did put them in my chopper and crush them up into fine pieces. And I'm just going to add that into my batter as well. Again, you can easily just use a spatula and just fold those two ingredients in. You don't have to blend them in the mixer. I'm just going to blend them in the mixer for a few minutes. Well, not even a few minutes, for a little while. And just make sure everything is well incorporated, mixed all together. Now that all of our ingredients are mixed in together, everything is blended pretty well. I'm just now going to put my brownie batter into my baking dish. I did spray it down with some non-stick spray. So now I'm just pouring my batter in. I am going to be then using my spatula to spread it out evenly. And then we're going to pop this bad boy in the oven at 350 degrees. And then we'll be ready to slice. So 30 minutes later, here are our brownies. This is what they're looking like. So we're going to let these cool for about 15-20 minutes, and then we're going to be ready to cut them. Our final product, our brownies, white chocolate chip and macadamia nut. Clearly someone cannot wait until they cooled and they cut them a slice. That's okay. Um, this is what we're looking like. They smell so good and they were absolutely delicious. Super moist. So good. You do not have to use white chocolate chip and macadamia nuts. You can actually use whatever you would like. If you want to use regular chocolate chips or pecans or whatever your choice is, um, I think it'll work great with this recipe. Here I'm just going to cut me a slice just to show you guys the inside so you can see the chocolate chips or the white chocolate chips and the nuts. Here we go. And you see every pieces throughout the brownie. Yep, so time to eat. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all the love and support. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.